Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you all kinds of new decoration kits coming out from Makartt. I'm going to be doing a couple sets of nails with it and doing some chit-chatting to sort of update you guys on some life stuff and just sort of what's been going on. It's been quite a while since I've just sort of talked about life and stuff like that, so we have a ton planned for this video. Also, thank you Makartt for sponsoring this video. I saw these kits and I was so excited. You guys know I love like decorations, glitter, rhinestones, and once I saw these I knew I had to do a whole video on them because there is so many good things in this big box right here. I am really excited for all of this and I know a lot of you are going to also love it. I will of course leave links for everything I'm about to show you and everything that I use on my nails today down below, and you can use my code EmilySusanna for 15% off your entire purchase on any Makartt site, the American Makartt site, the Canadian Makartt site, the UK Makartt site, the European Makartt site, and the Australian Makartt site. So they've expanded a ton. The lashes I'm wearing today are also a sister brand of Makartt called Charmed and Armed, and I will leave the style I'm wearing down below as well. So thank you Makartt for sponsoring this video. As you can sort of see, I can sort of see what's in here, but I can't see everything. So I want to go through and see what's all in these. So I do have a bunch of all of the new decoration kits. So let's go through all of these before we get into the nails. Looks like we have 5 new whole decoration kits. So let's go through these. So in this kit, first we have some stickers. Let's look through these. These look like some, more abstract watercolor art sort of stickers. Got some just black and white ones. And then some just more like flowery red monstera, I think. So I'm gonna try to keep all of these together so I know which kits are in which. And then we have all of these little metal and pearl decals. I actually really love when they come in little cases like this because this makes organization for me so much easier because I can just set all of these opposed to just, a bunch of little loose jars, containers. And in here, let's do some real zooming, okay. We have these sort of iridescent pearls. We have some gold and regular pearls, some silver and regular pearls. We have some diamonds that are not flat back. What is this shape? I don't want to say oval. Diamond shaped pearl, looking with gold accent square. Then we have these really thin gold decals. So that is in Nail Decor box number 1. Next is this one, which I'm most excited about from what I can see just, from the surface. All right, so let's look at these stickers first. This one's more of like a Valentine's Day vibe kit. So we got just some hearts. Then we have some sort of like Queen of Heart vibes hearts, and then just some more abstract stickers. Lots of abstract sort of art faces going on today. Starting off with the decals, we have one really big sort of candy looking heart decal. You guys know I love that. In the same realm of what was in my kit, we have some shiny heart decals, a bunch of these little heart clay pieces, some chunky heart glitter, some red rhinestones, and then some more oil slick type rhinestones. I do wish that we got more than one of these in here because I know that if you're doing a whole set, you'd probably want it on each hand. I do wish that, but let's see what is in these ones that we can't see. A light pink iridescent glitter, a red glitter, more pink glitter, hot pink glitter, more of an orangey glitter, and another red glitter. This one is obviously very reminiscent of Valentine's Day and the decor kit that they did put out around Valentine's Day, but I don't think that was permanent. I think that was just like a Valentine's Day thing. So if you did miss that, you can get this one. I'd like to get like Valentine's Day decorations for like decor around my house year round. I do the same thing with like Halloween decorations. While I'm opening this, do you guys like the new background for my face cam? I feel like it really just makes the vibes here so much better. The wall being like gray and plain behind me honestly bummed me out a little bit, and I feel like it wasn't what I wanted when you like clicked into my video. I want like happy and, sort of calm, dreamy vibes for it and not like just gray, like vibes. So hopefully this is better. I think it's so cute. Next we have this one for the stickers. In this one we have some sort of outlined roses. Oh, some white ones. I like that change. And then some more white ones. I actually really like that because most of the time you see more like black outlines. You don't really see white, and white would go really pretty on a lot of things. So I really like that they have these white ones, especially for just like a pure black and white set. Imagine putting these on with like a matte top coat. It would like look 10 out of 10. We have some white bows, and then these look like butterflies with gold foil in them. I really like that. We have some, I think these are more like gold champagne-y looking bows. Bows with gold foil in them again, just plain white bows, some light purple ones, light pink, black. And then as far as these ones go, you get this sort of like hollow, chunky, I don't want to say foil, I was flakes. Flakes is the word I'm looking for. These hollow foil flakes. You guys know I've used these a ton in the past. I absolutely love these when I used to just do like hollow on every set. We have some just plain silver ones. Sometimes you guys ask what I'm like looking at. I'm looking at my monitor to make sure that I am in frame for this. A lot of people are like, what are you looking at? If I'm looking up or aside, it's my monitor. We have some gold ones, which are really pretty, very gold. We have, I would definitely think this is more of like a bronze foil. It might look a little gold in the camera, but it's definitely more of like a bronze copper. I'm so happy Makartt has put out some more like fun decor kits. I felt like for a while we weren't getting like a bunch of fun decals and stuff, and I'm so happy that that is back. This one I can't tell what's underneath, but I can tell we get some really cool stickers. Just some abstract gold stickers. I don't know what exactly these are. Almost looks like Roman numerals, but I don't think that's what it is. I guess it could be if you wanted it. Some more gold ones. I don't know exactly what these might just be designs. They might be something if there are actual logos or symbols. I don't know what they are, but I do know we have some stars and sort of zodiac themed stuff, so I really like that. Love these, they're so cute. I'm just gonna sort of flip this over and show you all without taking them out because these are similar to the last ones, some like foils. There are these gold and they look soft. I doubt they're soft, but they look soft. I don't want to say rhinestones, just little gold decals in like a diamond shape, some square ones. We have some like red and more like red orangey rhinestones, some amber color rhinestones, and then we get some red glitter, more red glitter, again more orangey, and then this is more of like a pink red glitter and then some gold glitter. So this is like the little zodiac. I don't know what the official names for these ones are yet because they're not out. They're not on the website when I'm filming this, but I'm sure they all have like actual names, not just like my made up decor kit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have a couple other decor kits and like rhinestone kits after this last one. They're a little different. They're not like in this format, but you know, so this one looks really good as well. I think today I'll probably end up doing 2 sets of nails just because there's so many different stickers and just decals. I feel like 1 set of nails would not be enough. So for stickers in this one, just got a bunch of different colored stars. Oh, some white ones. I definitely am gonna have to do something with like darker color base and then white because I just love these white. And then we do get more of these gold, except these ones have a holographic element to them. The other ones I don't believe they did. They were just gold. These ones have like a little, you know, hollow sheen to them. Okay, and then for this, ooh, there's so much pretty stuff in here. Okay, oh my, hold on. I need you guys to see what I'm seeing. Look at this decal. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I really wish we got more than one of these. That is so cool. We have some really interesting looking rhinestones. These ones, can't say that I've ever seen before. These ones have a almost like UV blue sort of sheen to them, but they're like clear also. And I also love the shapes of like the hearts and stuff. I really like these. We actually get 2 similar sets. I think they're slightly different hues, but 2 similar containers of them. In this one, we get some gold stars and some chunkier rhinestones. Again, these ones are not flat back, so these are more if you like want like a whole chunky, you know, like cluster. Then these ones caught my eye. They are these really pretty, I don't know what shape this is. I want to say oval or diamond, but I really love these, and you get a ton of these little ones in here. And they're not even really rhinestones. They're like flat. They are like slivers, which I think it's cool. You could do like really cool scale stuff with them. And then there is also a like blue version in there. Then we have this one, which is like these, I would say like flakes. Yeah, these iridescent flakes. Then we have some chunky iridescent blue glitter, some just deep blue glitter, some fine blue glitter. I'm gonna call this color denim because that's what color it looks to me. I'm trying to see what's in here. I think in here there's fine silver glitter and stars. Ooh, and then some black hollow glitter. Love that. But I think this one is probably my favorite out of all of the Decor kits that I just opened, and if you're gonna get one, I would recommend this one. I just really love the whole like vibe of this one and the stuff you get in it. All right, now we have these like 3, they're still Decor kits, but they just have like more glitter and like powders in them. So let's go through these. Gel glue. Okay, that's really interesting. I can't say that I've seen something like that or like in this form before, so we're gonna have to mess around with that for sure. Let me take the saran wrap off this essentially. Okay, so for this, there is like a little barrier. Let's see if I can just pull it off. Oh wait, you have to pop the entire thing. Okay, I see. Well, it is packaged so that it gets to you, hopefully unscathed. Okay, let's pop this back on. So in this one, it looks like just a bunch of chunky iridescent heart glitters in just each different color. Very pretty. Yeah, and then we also get that gel glue. That's just so interesting. And it just like comes in a little like squeeze out pump like that. That's really interesting. I'm gonna just set that aside. Obviously, did get some fallout. All right, next one. I was wondering what else was in here because there is like extra room here, and I don't know, I did not open these before. Okay, so in each one, it looks like you get this gel glue. It looks like this is gonna just be a bunch of hollow glitters. I'm trying to find if there's like chunky ones in there. There is different, I think chunky ones. All right, I'm gonna have to take it off. It is packaged very well though, so that you don't get like a mess in it. So in here, it looks like it's stars in hollow glitters in this one. That's what like the chunkier ones are in there. Hopefully you can see. Yeah, I think you can, but it's really cool. I love this black hollow glitter. It will come in handy for Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, great segue, Emily. I noticed that in this one, there's cool ones in here, but I'm gonna take the little plastic off because I feel like the plastic makes it not look quite as shiny as it should. So for this one, we have chunky Halloween glitters. Let's go through each one of these because wow. So starting at this corner, we just have some hollow black stars. And this one, I think this is just some more iridescent like flakes and stars. We have definitely orange circles. And then in this one, we have little ghosties, skulls. I think that's all that's in here. Maybe a cat. Yeah, I think we have like a cat or 2 in here. Okay, hold on. There's just so much going on in these. Let's see exactly what we have. Some cats, ghosties. This one only has one eye though. Moving on to the next section. This one has a bunch of like little itty bitty ones. Witch, birdcage, crown. There's a lot in here. What is this? It's just a stick. This probably wasn't meant to be in there. I think there's a butterfly there. Lots of cool stuff in these. Bells. All right, and then this section we have little ghosties, but these are little hollow black ones. Pumpkins, ghosts, witches again, bats. This little section, it looks like the same sort of stuff, except these ones are orange and purple hollow. This one we have little spideys. The blue is hollow, the red are just shiny. This one, again, is similar stuff, but we have some black hollow and then just some regular orange ones. Then some regular pink circles, some colorful stars, and then just some purple, black, and white stars. Okay, I absolutely love this one, of course. I don't know how many they made of these, but if I was going to predict something that would sell out, it would be this one. So if you're interested in this, I would grab it ASAP. Because Halloween is coming up, obviously, for some people it's a little early. For others, they've been looking for Halloween decor since August. You know, people are gonna definitely start wanting to get Halloween stuff soon. So if you want this, I would say grab it ASAP. That way you don't miss out on it. And you have it in time for when you wanna start doing your Halloween nails. This one, you also do get that squeezy gel glue. Last but not least, we have a couple Rhinestone Decor kits. I did open these ones just because you can't see anything, you know, from the box. These ones are probably the thing I'm least excited about for these. I think some of these are just more like repackaging with this new, you know, pretty packaging opposed to their old packaging. But this is just rhinestones, you know, smallest to largest. And you also get a little tool. This is wax, I think. Yeah, I think it's a little wax pencil so you can pick up your rhinestone, put it on your nail, etc. But yeah, these are just regular rhinestones plus the tool. And then these ones, you guys know, already not a fan. These are rhinestones that don't have any sort of other color reflection. So these are just plain white, clear, silver-ish rhinestones. And then in the last rhinestone kit, you get some various sizes and color rhinestones. Let me take the plastic off this one so you can get the real shine for these. These black ones here have almost like a red reflect. These are like some oil slick ones, some other sort of oil slick, plain pink, plain bronze, some other iridescent ones. These ones look, they don't really have an other color reflection-ish. They're just a little darker, more like a smoked one. Some gray ones, some plain blue, plain red, some sort of like turquoise, topaz I think is the word I'm looking for. And then there's these ones here in this little corner. They are pink but have like a stronger reflect. They look really similar to the ones that I had put in my kit with Makartt, except these ones just have a bit of a stronger color. So now that we've seen all of that, it is time to do some nails. So I'm gonna do 2 sets today so that we can use as much of these little decals as possible. They're gonna be probably really extra today. I'm gonna try to do some designs opposed to just making it a little random, but we'll see what I think of when I'm taking this current set off, which I must go do now. So I will see you momentarily. Okay, so first we're gonna start with this hand. And for this hand, I'm thinking of going with a black, white, gold, nude color scheme and theme. So for this one, we're going to build the nails with polygel, and I'm gonna use these tips. I do have my base that I usually put on my nails just to protect them a little bit. And if you also do this and your tips are not sticking like you want to, you just want to rough up the edges of these a little bit because that is nice, shiny, and smooth. A lot of the time, things don't want to stick to it. Sometimes I need to do it, sometimes I don't, but it can just most definitely help if you are having that issue. Now I'm just going to shape these up a little bit. Make sure they are like stiletto and not have these little blunt edges. So I basically just roughed up all the tips and stuff like that to make sure that everything's gonna stick nicely. Now I'm gonna move on to base coat. So I did say I was gonna chit chat a little bit in this video. I've had sort of, I feel like, both an eventful and not eventful past couple weeks. It was last weekend or the weekend before, I don't remember. I don't have a great memory. David and I went to visit his grandparents because they had been sick for a while, and obviously there hasn't been, and it's still not like a great time to go visit people, but we just felt like it was time, so we went and visited them, and I ended up doing David's grandpa's nails, which I will show you guys here. Both me and David had on like sparkly gel, the nails that I had on before, and then David had like a purple sparkly gel on, and so he wanted to match us, so I did just regular nail polish for him because I didn't want to do the whole lamp and everything like that. And it's not like the best paint job ever, but I really, my biggest priority was not getting it on his skin. So I did just like a blue, it was like a, you know, one of the quick dry ones. I don't remember what brand that is. And then a hollow taco top coat. And they did turn out pretty cute. He said he was excited to go show his doctor and the nurses and stuff. So I hope that he had fun with that. So the shades I'm going to be using for this. So this one is an old one out of a nude kit. I don't remember. And then we have this one, which is Carnation. And then I also do just have a clear here. This is sort of like a pure white polygel. Just some alcohol as some slip. And we'll just build this. It's been a while since I've actually used like polygel to build a nail. Done acrylic recently, and then we've just been doing, you know, like full cover tips. I think for the next set I might do full cover tips, but it's been a while since I've built a polygel nail, and I was thinking when I was doing all that acrylic on last video, I was like, wow, I miss how easy it is to file polygel, because filing acrylic sucks, honestly. I feel like I get my best shapes whenever I do polygel, like, and I have to sort of sculpt it because polygel is just so much softer and it just files down so much easier. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. I have to build it up a little bit, but that's not bad for a base. And then probably a little bit more, otherwise that might be a tiny bit thin. Mainly down here though. And then for this nail, I'm gonna do a French tip, and hopefully I can do it fairly easily. I feel like it's always sort of like hit or miss if I'm gonna be able to just do one without struggling a ton. Let's see, I'm trying to go through and think of all of what's happened since the last time I did one of these. I think it's been quite a while since we just, you know, talked. There is something I want to talk about. I feel like it's kind of hard because you guys know I have a hard time feeling like I deserve things and stuff, but I was nominated for an American Influencer Award and I'm super grateful. I feel like it's crazy that I'm, you know, next to all these amazing nail artists, and I just feel like that's crazy to even be recognized as such, like a nail artist. This is an award where you can vote, so if you want to vote for me, I will leave the link down below, but don't feel obligated. My feelings will not be hurt whatsoever if I don't win. There's so many amazing people nominated and they all deserve it, and it's really truly just an honor just to be nominated. Recently, I've been thinking back to like what would have like 16 or 17-year-old me would have literally never even imagined being like nominated for an award for my nails. I will say my nails have come a long way. I was looking back at some old pictures of my nails and they were rough. So I'm super happy that I have absolutely improved over the years, and a lot of you have been saying that as well. And I'm glad it is noticed because I have been, you know, trying to really work on technique and taking my time and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll leave the link down below, but do not feel pressured to vote for me. Okay, that's actually pretty good. So I'm gonna cure this. It's not built up quite enough, but the foundation is down. I'm just trying to also clean up a little bit on this because we're actually gonna do something on the tip. Let's just build us up a teeny bit more. Okay, and then for the tip part, I'm just going to put a layer of polygel and just smooth it out enough so that it's just, you know, like a light, I was about to say light white, just a thin layer of white on here. Like this. It does not have to be perfect whatsoever. And then I'm gonna open up this one with all the black and white, and we're gonna grab the gold. And I'm pretty sure that these little flakies will stick just fine without putting on like a base coat or anything like that. Yep, they will. I don't love working with little flakies because they usually get everywhere, but they're so pretty. And I am just gonna make sure I get some all around through the smile lines down here. Ooh, that's so pretty. So I was thinking, I was like, I don't need a base coat to, you know, put that on, but I am going to actually seal these in with a base coat because I think that when I put my clear over, I think they would get moved around too much. I'm making sure to wipe off that brush before I stick it back in. And then now I'm just going to put clear. And I hope this will look really pretty. I think it will. I am going to work in some black to this set, but I'm going to do that with gel polish at the end because I don't really think I have a black poly gel, and I want the black to be like an accent, not like a main color anyway. I feel like this one's gonna be so pretty. I'm excited. Okay, another just whole white nail. I'm gonna use some base coat to just smooth this out a bit. Slip solution is better to use if you're wanting to move the polygel around and sort of like build it, but then it's best to use base coat when you want to smooth it out. Like, look how smooth. Okay, and I'm going to do the exact same thing to this finger as I did to our pointer finger. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with just building the nails. Now it's time to file them. Okay, so look at all sharp, nice looking. I'm gonna wash my hands because we got dust everywhere. And then we'll be back to decorate these even more. Clean, so I pulled out these stickers. I really like these rose ones. And then I pulled out this kit, gold, some pearls maybe. And then also these butterflies. Ooh, maybe these. Oh, it's so hard to choose. I'm gonna pull out these ones too, just in case. Now, you know what? I'm not gonna do gold stickers on this one because I think for the next set, I'm going to do something more like sky zodiac themed since we have so much of that here. I'm very, very confused of what this is exactly. So this one did come more with the glitters, but I'd say let's just try it out really quick. So if it needs time to dry, we can let it dry and figure out what it's for exactly, if you know what I mean. Okay, ooh, it's fairly liquidy. And then I suppose I'll just stick some glitters on there and we'll see if it just like, I don't know, dries or something. I'm gonna put this to the side while we decorate these nails and we'll come back to this. Okay, so first I'm gonna do some black accents. I accidentally left my detail brush all gunked up, which means I have to let it soak in acetone, so I'm gonna have to use a different one. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm gonna put a base coat, just like a really thin one, so I can just see at least what I'm doing a little bit. All right, I think that looks good. Probably clean it up a little bit. Also, I do want you guys to know that I did remember that this week's video was supposed to be how I do David's nails. Over the last week or so, we've had a lot to deal with. He unfortunately got some pretty hard news about his dad, and I don't think he was like in the headspace to film a video, so I didn't want to push that on him. It can be hard to film if you're like not doing great or you have a lot going on, if you are even used to filming or you like are normally on camera, let alone not on camera. So I just did not want to, you know, push him to like be on camera and stuff this week with everything going on. So yeah, the video where I do his nails will absolutely still happen. It's just not gonna be this week. But you know, it worked out since I ended up getting all this stuff in the mail like literally a day ago anyway, and they are just coming out this week. So it worked out. Alrighty, so we got these like little black accents. Let's put on a couple stickers. These are really pretty. You do have to be a little careful with these to make sure that they don't rip when you take them off. So you want to make sure like lift up all of the edges pretty much before you take them off. Not bad, these are cute. And I'm gonna cut this one. So I feel like sometimes you just need ones for like the edges. I feel like when you do things on the edges, it makes it look more, I guess, polished. That's the word I'm looking for. Ah, that looks so good. I love these. I'm also gonna do it on the pinky. Probably need to cut up something like this again. Take that half, put it over here. Okay, I love how those two look. Gonna try to do something a little different with the middle finger because we have these black and the gold and stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna bring these. I like these, but these are almost more of like a bronzy gold rather than like a yellow gold, and I feel like everything else is a yellow gold. So let's see. Like, I feel like it would look fine, but it might not be what I'm going for. Let's see these ones. Okay, yes, I think that's more what I'm going for. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my Rhinestone Glue and I'm gonna put a nice layer down the center. I'm gonna just smooth it out a little bit. We just want a little bit extra hold. Top coat. I'm actually so impressed with this white poly gel. I think it looks so good. It's so white, and also it didn't have any issues curing. If you've worked with white poly gel before, you know in general, sometimes white poly gel just has a problem curing because of the pigment and like how much pigment it needs, but I didn't have any issue with it whatsoever. I think I'm gonna start with the very bottom piece, and I'm gonna try to line it up best I can. You know, I don't think this idea is going exactly where I want it to. Perhaps we'll just do like a couple of these in the middle, but not all the way up and down. Okay, those are okay. So I want to get some of these little itty bitty gold ones out of here. Okay, okay. And then next, I really want to use these butterflies because I think they're super cute. Okay, I think I want to do them sort of like on this line. So I'm going to take a pretty good glob of this rhinestone gel, grab the butterfly and just stick it in there. Then once again, I'm gonna just sort of smooth out any gel. Also, like if things bother you being like out like that, you can also always try to fill that up with gel. I might do that myself, but I have this where I want it, so I'm gonna add a top coat really quick to everything else. We will also just top coat everything else. And then I think I'm gonna do one more butterfly over here. And then again, if these like decals are gonna bug you like that, you can always just like add a little bit of like rhinestone glue or something like that. Just like a really thick gel like that. You won't really be able to see it from the top, but this will help with like your hair getting caught in the decals and stuff like that. And these nails are done. I love them actually. I think they're so cute. I am going to just like sort of reset my space and we will get on to the next set of nails. So let's revisit our glitter with the gel glue. So it basically dried clear. Sorry, my hands are all grimy. And it doesn't have the strongest hold ever, but it does hold and it just does like dry down. It's not like 100% dry underneath. I might have put too thick of a layer, but it seems like it's just like a easy glitter glue, which doesn't need a light or anything like that, which I think is really, really cool. So that's nice with your glitters. This does need to be top coated no matter what. So I think that hold is actually fairly nice for just a little bit of this glue. That's a really cool product though. I wonder what like it's made out of that it's like doesn't dry in here, but it dries once you like squeeze it out and put it on. I don't know, very cool. Okay, so I'm gonna sort of plan out my next set. So I want the next set to be sort of like a blue-ish, like ethereal sort of gem vibe. So it's gonna kill me to use this one, but this one is so incredibly pretty. I want to use it. So I'm gonna use this one and then I'm gonna pull out just some of these gems, these little things. We'll take out these little flakes. So this is gonna be more of like a blue set for sure. I might want to do, you know, some like hollow with that. We'll do gold. I almost never do silver anything. You know, like usually people are either like a silver or a gold person. Some people mix both. You can mix both. I'm not judging, but I'm just like a gold person. I might want to use some of these glitters, like probably the blue. And then I don't think that today I'm going to use any out of this one. This one's very pretty, but I'm not going for like a pink theme today. I am trying to sort of like stray away from pink a tiny bit so I don't bore you guys to death with pink all the time. So we're going to do blue, purple, green-ish tones today. So I know a lot of you are going to be disappointed I did not use this like more Halloween themed set. And don't get me wrong, I am someone who will celebrate Halloween practically year-round, but I will have plenty of opportunities to use these. I normally don't do many like holiday sort of themed sets because I'm not really so much for the holidays, mainly family holidays though. So I like Halloween, I like Valentine's Day. I will definitely use these more towards actual Halloween. My goal is to do, you know, a lot of Halloween nails during that time. I didn't last year because I got very, very sick in October. So that's why that didn't happen last year, but I hope to be able to do it this year. Long story over, let's get in with the nails. I'm gonna keep these sort of out in front of me so I can, you know the vibes. For this set, we are going to just use these full cover tips, but I won't be gluing them on. I'll be putting stuff on because I'm gonna put stuff, you'll see. I am apparently out of lint-free wipes, so I'm just going to clean all of my nails, my crusty dusty fingers, and we will start with the thumb. I'm gonna sort of just do it like one by one because we're gonna be decorating underneath and on top. So I do already have base coat on my nails, and I'm gonna open these glitters because these ones are so pretty. So to do that, you basically take off this whole thing. Sometimes I don't like if there's that like little film there because sometimes I remember I got one, it was like a set of powders and those were in there and a bunch of the powder stuck to that thing, but it looks like there is plenty of glitter still left in here. Just do not drop this because if this comes off, not gonna happen. I am just going to use this little thing to hold the nail. So I am going to prep this with a tip primer, but you can just etch the inside. You can also sometimes just use like a regular primer. Sometimes it'll stick without it, sometimes it won't. It just depends. I don't like to test my luck because I don't like when I'm wearing a nail and it just, you know, decides to pop off, or if like the tip decides to pop off from the gel. I just don't like that. So I just like to prep it. And then I also already have, you know, like gel on my actual nails. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna take some base coat and base coat the entire thing underneath. So I'm gonna start this one off with some blue. We're gonna just spread this out a little bit. I'm not doing it all over the entire thing, more of like a swoop. Then I'm gonna take some gold also. Same thing, just, you know, a little bit here and there. And very pretty. I'm gonna just give this a really quick flash cure. There we go. And then I have these more like squeezy gels from Makartt, and I want them to be able to sort of move and get together a little bit more fluidly than a poly gel, if that makes sense. I'm not looking for this to be completely opaque either. It's okay if it just has like a little bit of color. And then I'm just going to add a little extra to the bottom. I'm gonna take this off. And then I do have some gel that's squeezed out because this is a much thinner gel than poly gel. It's just like regular gel, but we can easily file it off, which I will do right now because it will bug me to have this shown the rest of the time. And voila. Next nail, just prep really quick. A little bit of base. Then for this one, I'm trying to like figure out what colors. I'm gonna continue with the gold and maybe this darker blue. Then just cure enough to hold all of that into place. Pretty. I want to try some of these black hollow glitters. I think they are so cool. Let's see what else is new. I think I might finally be on track to actually getting a proper diagnosis regarding like my mental health. I know I had talked about previously how I was getting like switched up medication a ton, and that definitely wasn't good for me. I got a misdiagnosis at first, which sort of sent me in a really bad space for a while. Just being on a ton of medication that was not right for me. But I finally like really, I guess, stood up for myself to the psychiatrist, you know, and told them that, you know, I had tried everything that they wanted to and that they really needed to listen to me now regarding what I thought it was, because when I first decided it was time to go to an actual psychiatrist opposed to just like a regular doctor, I went in with a concern about, you know, specific symptoms for a specific diagnosis, and they didn't really take me seriously for what I thought it was, and they thought it was something else. So for months and months and months, I tried, you know, medication and stuff like that for what they thought it was, and none of that worked, and in fact it made it way worse. It sent me into a manic episode for a couple months, sent me spiraling really bad. You know, it's hard for me to be able to like, you know, stand up for myself honestly in like any situation, and so doing that to my psychiatrist was really hard. But I finally, you know, told them I tried everything that they'd wanted me to and nothing worked, and that they should finally, you know, that they should really consider what I thought, and they finally did, which was really great. And I'm on medication for what I thought it was in the first place, and it's actually helping a ton. And it's the first time a medication has ever worked like really well for me. A lot of the time I'll try something and I'm like, I guess it's okay, you know, but like now with this, I'm actually like, okay, I feel like this is helping a lot. That's really good. That's some really positive news in my world. So hopefully now I'll start, you know, going down a better path of being, hopefully, you know, more mentally well in general for a while, I hope. All right, on our last nail for our underside, having the glitter in this little thing is actually really nice because it's all just like right here, and I can open multiple and just really quick, opposed to when they're all in like little jars. I feel like I end up messing everything up a lot more. And then also fun news this week, I'm getting my hair done again, and I want to change the color. I'm mainly going to get my extensions taken out and re-sewn in because they are so grown out. But I'm gonna keep the brown and something theme, I think. The whole point of doing my hair like partially brown was to let everything just grow. I don't know how long I've had these extensions in, almost 4 months maybe, but nothing has been bleached except for just the very top of my head and my bangs. The very, very top parts with my roots on the very top get bleached. But other than that, I haven't redone my roots or anything on the rest of my head in, yeah, like since I got it done. So I'm gonna keep the brown so I can keep that up. I just want to be able to grow my hair a little bit longer because after I got sick last October, for a while my hair was falling out. because of the just, you know, aftermath of all that. So that sucked. That's partially why I also got extensions. Okay, cool. Now I'm just going to file away any excess gel. So we have all of this, all of our tips and the glitter on. So now we should probably put on our stickers. These ones are so pretty. I completely got sidetracked, but anyway, I'm hoping to change the color of the pink. We'll see, because you can't bleach the extensions, and so I'm gonna try to fade them a little bit more before my appointment so that I can change the color. Can you guys guess what color they're gonna be? Okay, here's with all the stickers. I love the stickers. I did pull out these rhinestones because I think I might actually use these like oil slick looking ones. I think they'll match the vibe really well. I really want to use these ones, but I just am not sure where to put it. Also this, let's see where this could go, potentially. It sucks, I wish I had another one. Should I put it there? Maybe I should. I also noticed that there were a couple moons in this one, so I'm gonna open this. Okay, you know what? I think I'm just gonna do it and just put that giant one on my nail. Okay, no turning back. I'm gonna put top coat on the rest of that nail. Just gonna, I mean, it does look good. It's just a lot, but it's fine. It's fine. And there we go. This one and these dark ones. Oh, no, the dark ones won't go. These two. Plus these. I honestly feel like I don't even have a plan at this point. I'm just doing random stuff with all these gems. It's okay, we have to have a set that looks chaotic every once in a while. I like these gems and how transparent these ones are. Like, you can still see through. Love that. And then last nail with the gem. I want to try to grab this moon. I wonder if it'll stick right there. It will stick right there. Wow. Okay, these are some nails. It's a lot. For the last little bit, let's just reinforce this one at least a little. And we are finally done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a lot and I really appreciate it. Also, thank you guys for being so understanding with my, you know, schedule that always seems to move around and that I can never stick to. I really appreciate that none of you give me too hard of a time about it. So I will roll the outside shots of the nails and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye!